I'm here to show the world. I'm here to show the world. Come on, bring it on. What I say, better watch what I do. Better you know what I'm here to give you. If you ever doubted me, you don't have a clue. I'm here to show the world. I'm here to
Let's get to playing the vidjas, the wrestling. We'll play a match or two, and then we'll get into the whole chit-chatting about the wrestling. Because there's a little bit to be talking about, I think. I've had some shit has come to light. Let's turn up the mic a little bit here. Oh, there we go. So, we're playing the arcade version of what the hell was this called again?
WrestleMania.
Wrestling. There you go. With all 6 wrestlers from the main roster at the time. Alright.
Mr. Hitman.
Oh, man. I heard he screwed himself.
So I've heard.
I'll be Razor Ramon.
The bad guy.
The bad guy. Hey, yo. So Fastlane.
Here we go!
Oh, I got the green shorts. I don't want the green shorts. I think it's the minimum.
Blame it on the mic.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Hit him! Hit him!
Oh, I thought that noise came from your attack.
It's a total debacle!
What's this?
Hit him! Hit him!
Yes, it's Jerry and Vince.
Yeah, that was
Get up!
Hit him! Hit him! What's this? Pin him! Pin him!
No, don't
pin
pin
him!
him.
You have to give credit to Bret Hart!
Once that goes down, I think that's
Here
it.
we go!
I think it might actually be with 3 guys. It's Waller, Vince, and Macho.
You think?
I don't know, 'cause there's like a scream.
Hit him! Hit him!
I do hear a Waller though,
Unbelievable! Shakalaka!
Street Fighter. Like, none of it worked.
too. Mortal Kombat was that day. Down.
I don't know.
Nicely done! Hit him! Hit him! Pin him! Pin him!
Well, there's not much. I can't.
You have to give credit to Bret Hart!
That. Oh, sure. I'll let it slide.
It's not 97, so
Okay.
this is 95. I only see 5 stars on there, and that's
5 stars and a bum.
this fella.
Oh.
If I would rather be doing Luger,
God. Well, who wouldn't want to be doing
Doink was
Brock?
the heel was the man.
Here we go!
Right.
This guy here has to be the best for this game. Like,
Dude.
oh yeah, over exaggerated.
Wait. Bat? I didn't know that was Michael's signature weapon.
What a ripoff! Nicely done!
Big shoot. The Wii Boot!
Boom shakalaka! What a
Oh,
ripoff!
baseball slide. There we go. I know how to do a move. Yeah! That's the only move I know how to do.
What a ripoff! Nicely done!
I don't know. Okay. After
Yeah, if we
that,
knew how to grapple.
That gotta hurt!
just bash him. Skull. He's cool. He's a clown. He can take it. how about that? Oh, yeah.
What a ripoff!
Yeah, right? Well, coup d'etat?
What a ripoff! Rejected!
Punched you in the ass.
Pin him! It's a total...
Yeah, once you go in for the pin, it's kind of like you can't. There's nothing you do.
Yeah, I guess that's a sign considering there's no.
Yeah.
What a ripoff!
Yeah, I was trying to figure it out.
I don't know. I think you have to be thrown out of
That gotta hurt!
there.
Rejected! What there? Nicely done!
Alright, shots by the guy. Oh!
Rejected! Nicely done!
A triple threat? I don't know, man.
That gotta hurt!
I don't know how well
What's this?
it would go down. Do you think that's a possibility? Them trying to have
Pin
that
him! Pin him! Pin
I don't
him!
think them doing that 2 years in a row.
Shocking!
It happened last year, I could definitely see it this year. But
Here we go!
Yeah. Turn it back. There we go. How's that?
What's this? That gotta hurt!
Is that any better?
That
Let's
gotta hurt!
drag it down by about half.
Nicely done!
Alright,
Boom shakalaka! Boom shakalaka!
boom shakalaka. Really?
What a ripoff!
playing jam at all.
Jesus! Swinging for the fences.
Here's the setup!
Well, okay. Damn it!
Pin him! Pin him! Pin him!
Go for the pitch. Let me, I'll crank it down some more.
Unbelievable!
Let me crank it down in the actual doodly-doo here. Okay. Should be a little bit better. I turn it down a little bit more in the actual system audio. But yeah, I can't see them doing that. A triple threat.
Yeah, not 2 years in a row.
That would be, Oh, you want to do a Lex Luger mirror match?
I guess if we're gonna have one, it's gonna be extra Luger. So.
Double Luger. Oh, this is so patriotic. I can't deal with all the Lex.
Here we go!
Oh, you're purple Lex. You're the narcissist. The narcissist!
Then kiss Max Man.
Whoa, you got glowy fingers.
Super Saiyan Luger.
What a ripoff!
Dude, I suck at fighting games. Why did I agree to this one? Who's gonna dance?
Nicely done!
Oh,
That gotta hurt!
Ben!
It's a total debacle!
It's total
Here we
debacle.
go!
Alright.
What's this?
Oh. Okay, I figured out how to knee you to the head. I don't... Oh, come on!
Rejected!
Good, alright. The volume's perfect. Come on, asshole!
Total debacle!
Whoa, what was that? Just a rapid fire knees to your dick. Oh, dude. Really? Alright.
You have to
Trading
give
wins
credit to
here.
Lex Luger!
Who's gonna win, Luger or Luger? Place your bets.
Sudden death.
It's Luger time.
What's this?
Nobody wins in this
What's
situation.
this?
What the
Quick reversal!
What is with that move? I've never seen that shit before.
Boom shakalaka!
He hits you. Why do I have a Morning Star?
What's this?
I didn't know that was a weapon of Lex.
Hit him! Hit him! Hit him! Hit him!
If Bryan doesn't go to triple threat with Lesnar and Reigns, then what do they do with him? Honestly, I think what they're trying to do after the whole mess with the Rumble, they did the same thing they did last year, and I think what they're just trying to do damage control with this. They're just trying to keep people happy. Like, look, we're giving Bryan a shot here. It's going to be Reigns Lesnar. I think that it's going to be a clean match, but it's going to be Reigns Lesnar at Mania.
It's definitely a hard one to call. Like, I could see, because here's the thing: if Bryan beats Reigns, like clean, what does that say for if Reigns is no matter what out of the story, Reigns is going to be the next top guy. Like, that's who they're hoping for anyway. So, like, whether Bryan does get his run or not, like, if Reigns is patient enough, like, that spot is his, pretty much, essentially. That's Vince's guy.
You know what? As much as people talk shit on Reigns, I don't have a problem with him.
I don't either.
Like,
it's just, he just has to get more comfortable. He hasn't been a singles guy that long. Like,
no, yeah.
He's got to find his footing. Like,
I don't like the big man moveset. Like, I think I've made it like very clear that I don't like his moveset, period. I don't think the spear is an amazing move unless you're a guy like Rhino who's built like a friggin' tank. Rhino, like when I saw Rhino,
Reigns has a sick spear.
It's sick because he's tall. It works for a tall guy. I just think it's a dumb move. You know, it's not.
But it doesn't.
I don't know. It's
for over 10 years you had this five knuckle shuffle.
Yeah. Yeah, I like to see Bryan get the spotlight that he deserves.
Yeah, he deserves
finally. I mean, it's a shame what happened to him. I don't think it reset his standing with the company. But it's just one of those, like, how do you, like, we have plans now. How do you incorporate him back into it without making it seem like you just, you know?
Yeah, it's the worst timing for both guys because, and I think they're also worried that if they do give Bryan this run that he never got, what if he gets injured again?
Yeah.
Like, I think they're also worried on that as well. So it's definitely a weird situation. That, like, I want to see Bryan get his run, whether he wins the belt and has it till SummerSlam or however long. Like,
yeah. Like, I don't get me wrong. I totally see it in the future there being a Bryan Reigns match for the title.
Yeah.
But because I don't think Lesnar's walking out of Mania. Even if he does resign, what it looks like he may resign with the WWE.
Yeah, it's still up in the air. Yeah.
Because I've been hearing words about concern with him in getting injured in the UFC again, or Bellator, or wherever he's going.
Yeah, he's not a young guy anymore either,
No. So if he sticks around, I still don't see him coming out of Mania with the title.
And I don't think it's like this year's Mania was built to put the next guy over, whether it be Bryan or Reigns. Like, him winning that streak, like him having a destructive year, like just plowing through everybody, was leading to this moment. Like, after this, his character doesn't really do all that much. Like, it has no purpose other than attraction of Lesnar's on the card with, you know, maybe against an Orton or a Sheamus or some other big guy.
When's Randy getting his rematch?
Yeah. Hey, Fatal 4-Way, I mean, like, he'll show
Bullshit! He deserves his one-on-one rematch for the title that he never got.
Yeah. that makes both him and Bryan.
Yeah, Orton Rollins needs to happen.
Yeah, that's the way that's been looking at it.
Well, is Orton even coming back?
I heard on Raw.
Yeah, I heard either tonight or tomorrow. Most likely tomorrow.
Yeah, I think tomorrow.
Because he's been on a very long vacation. But yeah, because they still got to resolve the whole heat with him and Rollins.
Yeah. He was filming a movie. And he's been done.
Oh, has he?
Yeah.
I didn't even know he was in a movie.
Yeah, late last year he was filming. He's already done it. They're just waiting for the perfect place to have him come back.
Makes sense. You know what? While we're like kind of like in an intermission right now, let's talk the card. So what we got here? What match do you think is gonna pop off first?
What's gonna be the opening match?
Yeah, because we got a seven match card.
I see the Usos match.
You think
starting.
the Uso match?
Yeah.
All right, so we got Usos versus Cesaro and Tyson Kidd.
Team Cat.
Team Cat, the Masters of the Universe for the titles. No question in my mind. Cesaro and Kidd take the titles.
Yeah, I completely
They have
agree.
to. They have so much heat. They are so over as a team right now.
Oh yeah, I definitely.
They're so good. Yeah, I'm not a huge Uso fan.
I don't mind the Usos. It's just like they're at a point right now where like you've seen
stale.
one match, you've seen them all.
Yeah,
kind
they're
of thing.
stale.
Like,
It's the same thing every single time. I don't. 1 to 5. How do you think that match is going to be? 5 being mark out.
This is awesome, James.
Yeah, this is wrestling match of the year.
I think it'll be pretty good athletically between the four. Like, I'll go with 3.5.
You think it's gonna be a 3? Yeah.
They're all four of those guys are good in the ring. Like, it's just a matter of chemistry. Like, and it'll be a good way to start the show.
I mean, I don't hate the Usos. It's just they just it's the same thing over and over again. I'm not saying they're not athletic and they're not really good.
Well, character-wise, like good guy-wise, like it's hard to be like
They're the John Cenas of the tag division.
Yeah, they can't. They're not really allowed to do above and beyond things like Cesaro and Kid could do.
Can't do the flippy shit. Vince doesn't like the flippy shit.
Lucha, no.
Man, I would like. It's a shame if anything happens with that tag team with the Lucha Dragons, it's Kalisto coming up as a singles, which I think is the worst idea. Because like, the main roster doesn't need another Rey Mysterio.
Not right now. Anyway.
No.
It's good to have that demographic, but it doesn't need it right now.
Like, because unless you have enough competition for him, he just becomes a small little punching bag. That's what Rey became after a while. He didn't have a cruiserweight division to beat up on.
Yeah. I think if anything, if they're gonna, I think the Lucha Dragon should show up as a team on the main roster. Not singles. They're not gonna gain from anything.
Yeah. Let's see. What match? Let's see. So we got our tag match out of the way. The 6-man match. I have...
With Ziggles?
Yeah, Ziggles, Rowan, Ryback versus Rollins, Kane in the show with J&J. I have a feeling this is going to be the piss break match, even though Ziggler's in it.
And Rollins.
Yeah, I just have a bad feeling it's just not going to be a good match. I've never been a fan of 6-man tag matches, because it just...
Well, except for when the Shield showed it.
Well, yeah. But it's like... Yeah, the Big Show is boring as shit.
Yeah.
The Kane is boring as shit. You got two guys in the twilight of their careers.
Hey, Big Show deserves a run, man. He never got it.
Ironclad. He's in the twilight of his career.
Yep.
You know, it's just both Kane and Big Show.
Concessions Kane can.
Constipation Kane. It's just, man, I think the faces will take it, but I could care less about that match. I think it's just going to come down to Ziggler Rollins in that match.
Yeah. Does it say elimination? Or...
No, it's just a tag. Straight up tag. 6-man tag.
Yeah, I can see Ziggler's team winning.
Yeah.
And Rollins doesn't need to take the fall. Like, Rollins needs to remain strong.
It's either going to be Kane or Show.
Yeah, Kane and Show don't need it. So. I'm going with Ziggles.
You're gonna okay? Yeah, I'm on the same boat. It's gonna be the face team. Probably after J&J tries shenanigans as usual.
Real security, by the way.
I'm trying to stay away from the matches I think are gonna be the highlights because like we got 2 matches on the card that I think are gonna be the highlights of Fastlane, and they're not even main event matches. One is an undercard match. I guess the other one you could kind of consider it like co-main event getting there, but you know what? Screw it. Goldust versus Stardust, I think, is going to be one of the matches of the night.
Oh yeah,
hands down.
Goldust can still go, and
yeah,
Cody's
how old is Goldust?
He's in his 40s.
Like that man can still throw down.
No lie, DDP yoga. That's what he's doing.
He's a monster still.
I'm going with Goldust.
You think?
Yeah, and
to
then,
build the frustration,
and then Cody's gonna get the rub on at Mania if they're gonna go.
Goldust goes face, and then it's just a feud between those 2 boys.
I think this is the match to kind of break the gimmicks apart, and then Mania is gonna be Dustin versus Cody, brother.
Oh, it's just gonna be straight. No gimmick. It's just
I think it's going to break down to that, or Cody's going to get rid of the makeup, and Goldust is going to.
I don't know. I think Cody's too far into that character.
But they've been mentioning it way too much that he's got to snap out of the Stardust thing and this that, and like they're bringing it up too much on TV. Like everybody's calling him Cody, and it's getting on his nerves and this that like. He can't be that for the rest of his career.
But damn it,
it's been good the last couple. It's been a good run so far.
He amazes me with how good he is with any gimmick they throw him in.
Yeah. Dashing Cody Rhodes.
Oh, with the cross dash.
He had the mask on him, and he pretended he was like demented.
Oh, dude, he's too good for his own good.
Yeah.
I'm going with
Big Goldie on this one.
Yeah, you know what? I'll agree with you there. I think Goldie takes it.
Because then that'll just drive Stardust, a.k.a. Cody, up the wall.
Best Cody was masked Cody.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Didn't he wear that mask at the Hall of Fame too? Like he was that character all the time.
Every character he was, he has that tradition about him.
It's nuts. All right, so that was 1, 2, 3. We went through 3 matches. Let's play a little bit, and we'll do more matches.
I'm kind of lugered out right now. No. That was a lot of Luger.
That was a lot of Luger. 2 bums. Alright. What is cooperative? Is that in a cooperative?
I think it's like a
tag match? Oh.
Here we go.
Oh, hello.
Random tag.
Hi.
Match.
Okay. Oh, we share a life bar? Is that what this is? Oh, yeah, we do. Okay, we share a life bar. Oh, jeez. Sean.
My D-pad's acting weird. Yeah.
Oh, Sean, what's going on?
It doesn't...
No!
It does shit.
It does shit.
Mommy.
Yeah. Get out of here, you bum. Oh, it's just a gauntlet. We just go through 7 words. What the hell kind of jump was that? That was a Lesnar hop to the apron.
This is the WrestleMania brawl.
This is great. You punch him and I'll hit him with the chair. Oh, we got him in a pattern. Punch him in the dick. Get out.
Brett thought 97 was the worst.
Oh, here we go. Ready? Look. This is the Lesnar hops.
Watch the pecs.
Watch the pecs. Yes. I think we can just keep doing this. If we win. Oh, I think we hit each other too. Oh no, I don't. No, I guess we don't. Alright. 5 more guys. Doink!
Well, we are pretty halfway.
Yeah, we're not doing too hot. Oh, jeez. Ah! Hey, Doink. Eat chair, bitch. Kick him. Kick him. Yeah, get out. You're gonna die, clown. Oh shit, I got this.
I'll let you take this.
Oh. No, no! Help! Oh, reversal! Whoa! How did I do that? That was pretty cool.
You eat pieces of shit for breakfast. No.
Oh no!
Alright, which one are you?
I'm the green one. But we're dead. We died. That was kind of fun for whatever that was. Alright. So, let's talk about another match. Let's
What
do
a segue.
Let's do a quick one. Nikki Bella defending against Paige.
It's gotta be Paige going into Mania with that title.
I agree. Paige champion. Moving on.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a 2-minute match. Nobody's gonna care.
And hopefully Paige faces like Natalya or something. That's somebody that she can work with good in Mania.
I mean, give them credit. The Bellas have gotten a little bit better.
Yeah, athletically they've gotten way better.
Yes, but since it's the main roster, women don't exist. Now, if it was NXT,
Oh yeah, forget about it.
it would probably be a phenomenal match.
Yeah, look at that
But-
four-way. Yeah, or they could even the next night on Raw. The next night on Raw, you know, I've been hearing rumors Charlotte might go to the main roster for Mania.
Oh yeah, she did drop the title to Sasha.
That might be a reason why they did that. Did Charlotte Page match. Doinky.
Little doinky action going on. Yeah,
There's so many characters to choose from.
I know. I know it's really tough. You want to go head to head, or you want to try Gauntlet again?
I think we got some unfinished business with I won't be able to sleep.
This is
until I
such a
finish
weird tag team. I don't like the whole we share a life bar
it.
thing.
Yeah, that's kind of dead inside.
Oh Christ, he's after me. Oh, irate. Heel ass Brett.
Right? We gotta be a little more cautious with our life.
Yeah, we're already down a quarter. What we got? Lex.
This is the part where Jerry Lawler takes us over his mountain.
Ah! Oh shit, we can hit each other.
Oh, come on.
Oh, frame rate drop. We gotta be careful, because I definitely did hit you. Nice.
Did you hear that Trips might want to sign Samoa Joe?
What the?
Yeah, that was believable.
Really? I don't think they could. Yeah, I would love to see Samoa Joe in NXT for a little bit. That'd be cool. Because Joe is awesome. He occasionally does streaming too. I don't know if you ever saw that.
No.
Yeah, I think it's like Samoa Joe Games or something like that. I follow him on Twitch. Mirror match. Come on, clown. You're gonna die. Shit.
Every time you get a mirror match, you always want it for yourself, and then you're like, wait, help me.
Help me. Oh shit, I slapped you, sorry. Yeah. Bueno. Dude, this doink is murderous.
Matt Warren over there.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, you just hit me with the bat. Oh.
And Doink's getting a push.
Yeah. Doink.
Hashtag Doink.
I'm noticing a distinct lack of Garvin on this roster. Needs more Garvin. All right. So we went through Ziggler, Dust. We got 2 matches left, or 3 matches left. Probably the one I think is. Do you want to do the one I think is gonna take this night, or do you want to do something else?
Are you hinting towards the Ambrose match?
I am. Well, we've already.
Yeah.
So, Bad News Barrett defending against Dean Ambrose.
Heard he's a fringe.
He might. I hear he's a lunatic. Tiny bit of a lunatic. I think this is gonna be match of the night.
Yeah, it should be pretty good if they give them enough time.
The build up was kind of weird.
Yeah.
Like it just there was nothing, and then all of a sudden Dean's just like, okay, I just want the title. Like it's very very simple build up.
This is a very weird match because as much as over as Ambrose is, and Barrett's over in his own way, but Barrett hasn't really. He's so stop and go with his pushes, and he gets injured, and then I don't know where they're gonna put their faith into, as far as
yeah.
Are they gonna finally give Barrett some steam, with defending his title and winning it?
Because
or
Dean really isn't in any programs right now, is he?
Nope.
So there is
he left the Wyatt thing and he left the Rollins.
Yeah. So I mean, there's a really good possibility that Barrett defends and gets a nice head of steam going in it. I honestly, it's just funny looking at this because if you look at it from one way, it's a weird commentary on how pointless the title is right now. Yeah, because
Ziggler was about to get it there, and then for some reason when Ziggler had that Harper ladder match at TLC, amazing,
and then we go back to
let's just give it back to the guy that got injured.
Yeah, it means nothing if Barrett has it. It means nothing if Ambrose has it. It's not going to elevate the title.
Ambrose
and it's
actually
not going to elevate the wrestler.
Ambrose, as much as I would like to see that have that notch on his belt, on his resume that he was IC champ, he's that over. He doesn't need it.
No. So
I mean, I wouldn't mind either way, who wins. But another one, this is a tough one. The same thing with Reigns and Bryan. I'm not too sure where they're gonna lean.
Yeah.
And
I'm abstaining from this one. I just want to see this match.
Yeah.
It could go either way. The title, like I said,
I think if anything, there's gonna be shenanigans and Barrett.
Oh yeah, between both of them,
Barrett either cheats to win, or
they're both gonna try something,
or Barrett's gonna disqualify himself, or count out himself, or something. So he still keeps the title, and Ambrose wins, I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with Barrett.
Yeah,
this one's a tough one.
Like I said, I'm gonna abstain. I'm just gonna enjoy the match. I have no idea which way it could go because there's nothing to this match story wise.
I'm going with how I think they might book, not what what I personally would. I would actually like Ambrose to win the belt and have a nice decent run where a lot of guys haven't had the chance because they actually believe in Ambrose. So it's with Barrett, they're always up and down. So, but I think the way they're going to book it, Barrett's going to win.
Yeah,
that's the way I see it.
Yeah, I mean that kind of looks like what it might do. But like I said, I'm gonna
Michael
because my track record hasn't been great with predictions, so I'm gonna abstain.
Yeah, I got an undefeated streak via the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, you went undefeated in the Royal Rumble. Holy shit! I think I had 2 misses on that one, 2 or 3. I forget. But yeah, I didn't do great. I didn't do. Yeah. The match where I don't really understand Rusev versus Cena for the U.S. Championship.
Rusev wins.
I think they're trying to.
And Cena will get his. If they do the rematch, if Rusev wins somehow clean, which would surprise me, Cena's gonna get the ultimate win at Mania. Like he's like if they rematch it. Unless if they got someone else in store for Rusev at Mania and no one knows about it. Like if they got someone in store that they're hiding and is gonna be Rusev's that's gonna be the guy Rusev loses his winning streak to.
Mr. Wonderful.
His mighty mustache.
Surely they're not putting a lesser belt. Oh no, I think what from the way it's been looking to me is they're trying to downplay Cena as the penultimate babyface to push Reigns higher.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm saying Reigns comes out of Mania as the champion. He is the new Cena. People just need to accept it.
The way that you pass the torch truly is Cena can't be the main face anymore. Like his character can't be another major face anymore. Like he has the downplayed a little bit, and Reigns or whoever is going to be that next guy. That's how you pass it to the next guy. Like it's got to rotate itself. Like
I mean, I would have liked to see as dumb as it is, a face versus face main event at Mania, a passing of the title. Give Cena that 16 title rub.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah, that would have been the only way I think he would have got away with that. Have the Hogan Warrior face versus face ultimate.
That would have been a pretty decent program. It would have been a nice way to pass the torch.
And then Cena could have did a whole the first time he ever became a sore loser out of a thing.
We finally get the legendary Cena heel turn.
Hollywood Cena, right?
Oh,
everyone, he can't be the only character in wrestling history that has never gone heel. With the character that he has. Because every guy has.
Maybe, I don't know.
And has evolved his character to some level. The only reason why they haven't is because they're scared with him.
How long was it until Hogan went heel?
Oh, it wasn't until he went to another company.
Yeah.
He was,
so when Cena goes to Ring of Honor...
fingers crossed. New Japan, here we come.
They would eat him alive.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. I could never see Cena in New Japan.
Oh, God. He wouldn't last 2 seconds.
No. Oh, Jesus. Speaking of New Japan on Access TV...
Plug? Yeah.
I gotta do the Foley thumbs. Yeah. Yeah, it's my new favorite thing to do. Come home, watch New Japan.
Right here
eat a
in
sandwich.
Philadelphia, PA.
It's so... Even though it's matches from 2 years ago, it's still... The announcers are so hype on that show. You remember the old school Raws, how hype they would get on the commentary? That's how they are all the time. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, back when they had free reign to basically...
So good. So good. So good. Highly recommend it if you don't...
By God.
I heard there's a very strong possibility that we could be seeing either Ring of Honor or Global Force on Spike. I've been told not to put too much faith in the Ring of Honor thing.
Yeah, Ring of Honor, over the last 2 or 3 years, have tried to nail a TV deal like that, and it's fallen through. But who knows? They're with all the stars that have come from there. At this point, over the last, Daniel Bryan's pretty much the main guy.
Nobody's buying wrestling. That's what sucks. If you're not WWE, nobody cares.
If you're not the dub.
Look what happened to Impact. When did Impact suddenly get good? They go to a B-tier network, and then they're getting... Well, they're not good, but it's better than it's ever been.
It's getting back to its, pretty much they got rid of the Hogan dust.
Hogan dust. Yeah.
The
but
Hogan Bischoff,
Yeah, I was really surprised. I started watching Impact again. I'm like, man, this is actually entertaining somewhat. It's just weird, seeing all the pre-tape stuff, and then it's Samoa Joe left, but he'll be on TV for the next 2 months still, because of how they record their shit. It's weird. It's so weird. So, yeah, the Rusev Cena match, like I said, I think that's just a ploy to elevate Reigns. And that was the longest, like, I don't know what you would call that. We just went off topic for like a good 5 minutes there. Talking about Hogan Dust and Goldust's new partner, Hogan Dust.
Yeah, he doesn't need Stardust anymore.
I'd pay so much money to see that tag team.
I'd rather see Mr. America, but
that wasn't him.
Yeah, right.
That wasn't him.
It was the Patriots' cousin.
God, fucking Patriot.
Well, notice though, like, and it hasn't. It's just so happened to book itself this way over the last couple of years. Ever since Cena got his ultimate dream match out of the feud with The Rock, after that, like, Cena's matches have been kind of out of the title picture at Mania. Like, and it's because his character is just reaching that level of other guys are getting, well deserving that spot now. Like, it's it's in the flow of rotation. Like, Cena's getting less and less down that card, and that's just the nature of the beast. Like, Cena might get back up there eventually, but he doesn't need another reign anymore.
No, and that's the thing. Like,
his time.
Again, I don't hate Cena.
I don't either.
Despite like whatever this smart Super Cena. Like, yeah, it's dumb that he wins all the time and he's like Captain America and shit.
America.
But I don't hate the guy.
Oh no,
I respect what he's done.
I'm
for
not
the
one
business.
of those marks that's like.
He. You always hear stories how he's such a stand-up guy and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
He always
Outside the business,
strikes me as a non-cunty Hulk Hogan. Like, Hogan is a cunt.
Oh yeah, he's the worst.
I mean, if there was a word stronger than that to describe Hogan, yeah. But I think, like, Cena has had a fantastic career.
Oh yeah.
It's not over by any stretch of imagination.
No. It's just he just has to take his character's taking a natural step back.
Yeah.
Because
to let others shine. And
like,
they finally realized that is part of the problem.
Yeah, like, if you can't keep any guy that the same thing would happen with Bryan. If Bryan was the main guy for 10 years or more of what Cena had, it would get to a point naturally where it's like, all right, Bryan, like, your character's gotta
share the spotlight.
Yeah, it can't. That's just the nature of the beast, and no matter how talented or whatever or not talented you are, and
I don't know.
I think Luger should get a push.
Push Lex.
Yeah. The boss is waiting outside.
Oh, dude, those USA Zubaz pants he had were fantastic.
When he slammed Yokozuna.
Oh. All right. The elephant in the room. I've been avoiding it because it's your main event. Roman Reigns versus Daniel Bryan.
D-Bry.
D-Bry?
American Dragon. This is like a 60-40 kind of a thing. Like,
really? You were a Luger mark as a kid? Wait, are we talking like...
Yeah, what kind of Luger?
Yeah, which Luger?
Yeah, there's many eras of Luger.
the era of Luger has begun.
Are we talking Ric Flair, Luger, 60-minute draw matches, or we talking Lex Express?
Narcissist Luger? Good choice.
Yeah,
okay.
That's safe. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I love that character. Me too. I was 12 and had a huge crush.
This just went to a dark place.
It did.
I want mirrors with fireworks coming out too.
I do too. I want pretty girls to follow me around with firework mirrors everywhere. That'd be great.
With the Mr. Wonderful theme playing. Wonderful. No. Only in pro wrestling.
So yeah, Roman Reigns versus Daniel Bryan. I don't know.
If they didn't do
it's gotta be Reigns.
Like it's so weird. Like this is actually all right.
That was I gotta. Really? Why? Okay, so that little noise. I don't know if it went through the stream. That was a notification from my phone from the dirt sheet talking about comprehensive betting odds for Fastlane. Who is betting on Fastlane? What? Oh my!
People that need rent money. No.
People with problems.
Yeah. We'll go with that.
Yeah. But it's got to be Reigns. It's got to be.
Yeah, this is a weird one. Like,
because
I think one of the only reasons why they booked this match the way that they did is because it has to shut some of the fans up of that are heavily booing Reigns in this situation. Like where it's like, well, he won the Rumble clean. He beat Daniel Bryan, the most over guy, clean. What else? Like, can you say?
That's
like,
what it is. It's to shut the fans up.
They're facing a problem head on, and whether the fans like it or not. And but that's even if they go that route. Like if they go the route of if Bryan does win, if Bryan wins, Reigns is going, I think, full-fledged, like, you know, not necessarily heel, but like rebellish, like neutral, like anti-hero kind of thing.
I hadn't thought about that.
Because he's kind of leaning that way anyway, where he's telling people to get out of his locker room and you know, like get out of my face attitude. Like I think that's what kind of led to that brawl at the end of Raw. Like
I mean, if you think about it, both men have the motivation to turn heel.
Yeah, I've read talks of that.
But the problem with that is, all right, turn Reigns heel. Not too big of a problem. Turn Bryan heel. Your merch sales tank.
It depends on what kind of heel he is. Like if it's
you're gonna get that initial, you know, fuck Daniel Bryan.
Because technically the NWO was heel, for example. Like and look how over there, you know, like not
it's
saying it's on the same
level. Also a different era, though.
Yeah, I know, but like
you know, because
but what actually brought, even though Bryan had his fans before WWE, what started the whole yes/no chants and all that other stuff, he was a heel when he started all that. Like that's what caused that. You know, one of the reasons that caused all that. On top of not being like he got screwed out of his title reign that he had on SmackDown and 18-second match.
Do you think we're gonna have a heel turn tonight?
It'll be the next night.
You think?
Like I think whoever loses is gonna be sore loser attitude.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm going Reigns on this. Are you abstaining? Or are you going to pick a pick?
I could see it's neck and neck to me, but I'm going to go with Daniel Bryan.
Are you going Bryan?
Because I could see Daniel Bryan winning and then wanting to shake hands afterwards. Like, you know, like a good match, and Reigns, like, kind of giving him, like,
I mean,
giving him an attitude.
Reigns didn't have to do any of this shit. And it would be really dumb for him to be like, oh, you know, you won the Rumble, but tough shit, you're still not going to Mania. Like, for the first time ever?
Yeah. Because my whole thing is, if Bryan does win, what match is given to Reigns at Mania? Like,
exactly.
And I doubt The Rock's available. Like, because...
Feed him to Dusty.
Huh?
Feed him to Dusty. Dusty can still throw down.
The one-man scar.
Oh, man.
Son of a plumber, baby.
So, yeah, man, it's... all in all, do you think it's going to be a good show tonight?
I think it should. Like, there's a few things on there I think that'll keep the fans interested. Because I think there's still that air of unpredictability. Like, and I think, like, I haven't seen or heard or read, like, anybody doesn't have, like, 100%, I know what's going to happen.
Oh, I stay clear of that shit.
Like...
I stay clear of that shit.
So just other points of views wise. Like, I'm not reading, like, spoilers or anything.
Yeah.
Like, I don't read spoilers or nothing.
Yeah, I tend to, whenever I see on Squared Circle, whenever there's, like, one user, you don't visit Squared Circle on Reddit, do you?
No.
There's one user, Mets fan who apparently works for the company or is very close to somebody in the company, and like after shows I'll go back to those threads they make for him and all that stuff, and I'm assuming it's him, and 99% of the time he's right. So I try those threads. I stay clear. If I see his name mentioned, I stay clear of him.
Yeah, there's no fun in reading. Like,
no. But like, we got, like I said, Goldust Stardust. I think is going to be a great match.
Yeah.
Baron Ambrose, I think, is going to steal the show. Reigns Bryan.
I think that's going to be.
I think it's
Even though Bryan's going to be pretty much the captain of the match, like the leader. Like, I think it's going to be a pretty solid brawl between the two.
Yeah, because you got your stiff big man.
Oh, God. And I'm pregnant.
Shit. I already said it. Roman is your big man. He's got this big man move set. So
I think Reigns is pretty agile for his size.
Yeah.
Like, that running drop kick he does to... Like
on the outside, like, yeah, he gets height.
Like
that's nuts.
He's I don't know, like he's got more in the tank than people think,
and he Bryan as a pure wrestler.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be the.
He's as close as you're gonna get to pro style in the WWE without actually bringing some of those guys over. Mm-hmm. I found out last night that I'm like, this is a while ago apparently, but the IGPW Intercontinental Champion was supposed to come over on a loan to the WWE at one point, and I'm pissed that didn't happen because he's fucking amazing. I keep plugging New Japan. Watch New Japan, damn it. Please.
Watch NJ.
It's such a different speed of wrestling. Like,
yeah.
They don't, like, there's story, but it's always, like, after the match, in, like, a post-match interview or something like that, in the ring, they talk, but it's never,
yeah, you always
like,
gotta have story in pro wrestling.
Yeah, it's never, like, 30-minute long promos in the ring. Oh, God. That's what, like...
Well, the thing with Sting has been okay, but...
Yeah. But, yeah, like, it's just weird, like, going from watching Raw, where they'll have, 5-10-minute matches, to New Japan, where every match is, like, 20 minutes long. Like, their title matches are, one fall, 60 minutes, and they will usually go to 40, 50-minute long matches. Right. It's ridiculous.
Well, also too, like people gotta realize, like, Raw and SmackDowns were never really meant for. There was an era of this, but like it was never really meant to have your 5-star matches on there all the time, every single week.
Yeah.
On your rare occasions, you had to do it, but that's what you got the pay-per-view for. At the end of the month, they should pay for that. Like. Raws and SmackDowns are to build to the epic 5-star match that you're going to see.
Then they need to cut Raw back to 2 hours.
Yeah, they do. I agree.
And it's not going to happen anytime soon because they just signed that new TV deal, which sucks. But
and that was more of a USA thing than Vince wanting it to be 3 hours.
There's a shitload of wrestling per week from them. It's because you got
wrestling.
So you got what? You got 2 from SmackDown, 3 from Raw. There's 5. If you count the post-show from Raw, that's another half hour.
And main event.
main event. Superstars is gone. Right? Yeah. Main event's another hour.
Mm-hmm.
So you're 7.5 hours now. What else am I missing? I know NXT, that's another hour.
Jingle all the way too.
Okay, that's 2.5 hours. No, you have to wrestle yourself sitting through that thing.
Oh my God.
That's 8.5 hours, if I'm not missing anything, per week. Yeah. That's if you watch main event. I mean, you could easily cut main event, because main event's not really, That's a lot of wrestling.
Yeah, it is. And that's not including if you watch other wrestling shows.
Right?
Yeah.
Because New Japan Pro Wrestling is an hour-long show on Access TV. check your local listings.
Cheap plug. Yeah.
Trying to think what other shows are there. Ring of Honor doesn't really. Ring of Honor is weird with their TV because it's in some markets, but not always. I watch it online. Lucha Underground, fantastic. If you want to watch a show where it's like, I don't know, it's because it's not much different from the WWE, but they do the story so much better. Watch Lucha Underground. It's got great wrestling too.
There's not 19 writers in a boardroom. Yeah.
Yeah, if you can put up with Vampiro on commentary.
Enough said there.
Yeah. Vampiro needs to keep his mouth shut. But Striker's there.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Striker is so good on commentary. Yeah, go watch New Japan Wrestling's Wrestle Kingdom 9. Striker and good old JR on commentary.
Get his barbecue sauce.
No. Oh my God. Now you're plugging shit? We're not even getting paid.
Well, yeah.
Dude, they are so good on commentary. Holy shit. I hope, like, if Global Force finally becomes a thing when they have a show, they need to lock these two down for commentary for every pay-per-view. Mm-hmm. Like, I've marked out for commentators.
Enough said.
Yeah. So, all right. It's 7:02. We're already running over. The pre-show has started. It's probably, I think they live stream for free on YouTube through the WWE's YouTube dooley-doo. So you can catch it there. I don't know what match is on there, but it's most likely New Day.
Yeah,
right?
New Day.
Probably New Day versus somebody. No, I thought the Ascension had a match.
I don't know.
New Day versus the Ascension.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Probably.
2-on-3 handicap match, Ascension wins.
Man, I still feel bad for those guys. Both teams. I really feel bad for the Ascension because they were just, So, yeah. Enjoy the pre-show. Enjoy Fastlane. We're going to probably enjoy it. I think it's going to be a decent show.
Yeah, I think it should be.
It should be a strong show. I still miss the Elimination Chamber already.
Blame the arenas.
Yeah. I totally understand the reasoning for getting rid of it, but it was a good gimmick match.
Oh yeah, I didn't like the placement of the pay-per-view because you essentially had all of your top guys in this really dangerous match right before WrestleMania.
Before Mania.
Like, so that's the one blessing, like, of not having that there. Like,
you know what? Before we sign off, because you're not missing much on the kickoff show, let's face facts. Who wants to watch the New Day?
Fact. No.
Fact. Okay. Pay-per-views, they have their A shows and their B shows, just like they do on the normal shows, like SmackDown's a B show. They really need to bring back the special sets for the A pay-per-views. Mania will have a special set, guaranteed. It's just because it's Mania. Mm-hmm. SummerSlam needs to have a special set.
Yeah, and this will be the first one in a few years that it's not in LA. It's been in the same spot for. It's going to be in the New York, New Jersey area.
We have to go.
Yeah, I
have to go.
Yeah,
it's close enough.
Yeah.
Survivor Series needs a special set. Rumble needs a special set.
Yeah.
Like, give me special sets for those 4 shows, I'll be happy. They need to feel more, like, give me a reason to love these shows and remember these shows.
Yeah. It's like they're giving you $9.99 worth.
Yeah.
Go figure.
So yeah. Wrestling. Enjoy it. I think it's gonna be a good night. Until next time. There's no NXT pay-per-view coming up until after Mania, huh? So I guess the next big thing is going to be the pre-show for Mania, which It's going to be a humdinger.
Yeah.
God damn.
All 8 hours. No.
God, we're all... Yeah, holy shit. That's a long show.
Yeah, it is.
That's a lot of wrestling. So, man, I guess we will see you next time for the pre-show for WrestleMania 31.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Fact.